guys, it's Lisette here. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you know every time I upload new videos. So today's video is going to be about when should you lose your virginity. It's a girl talk. Let's go. So the first thing I would like to say is I'm not encouraging anyone to lose anything. I'm not encouraging anyone to partake in sexual activities. If it is not what you want to do, then it's not what you need to do. Also, for religion, I'm well aware that most religions, or like the main ones, say to wait until marriage. However, there have been millions of kids that were born out of wedlock. So obviously, people are doing something. So I wanted to talk to you guys just in case maybe you don't have a mother figure in your life or your parents don't speak to you about these things. I'd rather you be safe than sorry later on. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I would say about when should you lose your virginity, obviously it's up to you whenever you feel comfortable. But for me, I would say the number one thing would be to wait until you, or at least the person that you're going to be sleeping with, has a place of your own. I think it is very disrespectful to have sex in your parents' home, especially since I'm pretty sure they're not going to want you to do that. So I would say wait until you have your own place, whether that's when you move out and you go to college. There's so many girls, this is Miriam's fault. There are so many girls that went to my school that already lost their virginity in high school. So for those of us that had our virginity when college started, it was kind of like cool and no one judges you for, not giving it up. Having your virginity is an amazing thing to have, and in this day and age, I don't really think people make fun of people for that, and if they do, then they're just really immature and most likely are jealous that they've slept with 5,000 people and you're still at zero. So whether that's when you move into college or you get your first apartment, something like that, I just think that it's more respectful, at least, to do it in a place that you can call your own and not be sneaking around your parents' back, because then what if you get caught? That's a different story. That would be horrible. That would be horrible. So I would say that's the number one thing to wait for. Obviously when you feel comfortable, and then when you have a place of your own to do the do. So now let's talk about being safe. Obviously we all know about condoms, but does everyone use them? No. That's why there's so many STDs that are going around, and there's some that you cannot be cured from and that stay with you forever. Obviously most people know about HIV, AIDS, I can't remember the other ones, HPV I think, and something else. There's about 3 I think that you can't be cured from and that you have to live with for the rest of your life, and things like that just aren't cool. So I would say another thing to wait for before you do lose your virginity, or if you already are having sex and you're going to think about having sex with a new person, I would definitely say that you guys should both go get tested and you should both show each other your papers. That's a very mature and adult thing to do. And if that other person doesn't want to do that, then they're not mature enough to be having sex in the first place, because sex is a very serious thing and you don't want to end up with something that you have to live with for the rest of your life. So if you bring that up, like, okay, let's both get tested and let's show each other that we're both clean, and that person is not willing to do it, then that would make me not even want to have sex with them in the first place, that they're not concerned about their safety, let alone yours. Cut it out. Don't even think about it. Like, wait for someone who's at least willing to respect you enough to do that. So I would say that's like the third thing to wait for. But obviously condoms do help protect against STDs, but everything is not 100% effective. The only way to ensure that you don't get pregnant, that you don't get STDs, and that you do stay safe is obviously to practice abstinence or celibacy and do not participate in sex. So the other thing would be birth control. Now for that, there is so many different plethoras of things you can do. The pill, the shot, the arm bar thingy, and then the thing that they put in you. I sound so educated, right? But there's many options like that. Obviously, Not everyone can get those things because they can get pricey, especially if you don't have insurance, or maybe your insurance doesn't cover things like that very well. So I mean, if you're not going to use birth control, then you should at least use a condom. And if you are on birth control, I still would not recommend having the person, if it is a guy, come inside of you, because not everything is 100% effective. And if you are not ready to have a child, like, usually things happen to you in life when you're not ready, you know, and also when you've been warned and when you know better. So I would definitely not recommend that at all. I honestly would not allow for a man to come inside of me until after I am married, and not even when I'm married, but when I know that I want children. So if we're married for 5 years and I still don't want children, because I mean, nothing is guaranteed, you know, nothing is for sure certain. So I definitely would not recommend that at all. What else is there to talk about? I think that's pretty much it, covering when to do it, how to do it safely. Obviously, take your time, take it slow. It is not cute to be running around having sex with multiple different people. I think what's cuter is keeping your virginity and waiting until it's with someone you love, and even waiting until it's with someone you love and you're married. So I definitely recommend taking those different routes. Obviously, I am not here to judge, so if you don't take this advice that I give, and even if you do take this advice, I just hope that you guys all stay safe. And if you have any other questions that maybe you're too scared to ask your mom, you're too scared to ask your parents, or your mom's not in your life, then definitely please leave those down below. Or if you're concerned and you don't want people to know what questions to ask, please find me on my social media. I have a Facebook page, I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram, and please feel free to DM me and I can answer your question in a video anonymously. I like to do them in videos just in case if someone else has the same question for you, or same question as you out there. So please feel free to do that as well. I don't mind talking about things like this. I'm very comfortable in my life to be able to talk about this stuff. So if you would like any advice, or if you have any questions, please find a way to contact me or leave them down below in the comment section. I hope that this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, and that I wanted to be very laid back, non-judgmental, and just give you straight up facts as if I would if I were talking to one of my girlfriends. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!